How inverter batteries are made in factories. Have you ever wondered how the battery that powers your home inverter is made? Let's take you inside a modern factory where inverter batteries are built with precision, care, and technology. An inverter battery is a type of lead-acid battery. It's specially designed to give long backup power during electricity cuts. Making this battery is a multi-step process, and it all begins with the most important part, lead. Step 1. Lead preparation. First, lead is brought into the factory in the form of ingots. Heavy blocks of pure lead. These are melted in large furnaces at very high temperatures, around 400 to 500 degrees Celsius. The molten lead is then purified to remove any unwanted materials. This is important because even small impurities can affect battery performance. Once purified, the lead is used to make two main parts, lead oxide and grids. Step 2. Making lead oxide. In another part of the factory, some of the molten lead is used to make lead oxide powder. This fine powder is an essential material used to create the battery plates. It's made by blowing air into molten lead, which reacts with oxygen. This powder is carefully tested to make sure it meets exact quality standards. Step 3. Grid casting. Next, we move to grid casting. Grids are like skeletons or frames that hold the active material in place inside a battery. These are made by pouring molten lead into special molds. There are two types of grids. positive and negative. They have different designs, but are made in a similar way. Once cooled, the grids are collected and checked for any defects. Only perfect ones move to the next stage. Step 4. Paste application. Now it's time to apply the active material onto these grids. This is called pasting. The lead oxide powder is mixed with water, acid, and other chemicals to make a thick paste. This paste is then spread evenly onto the grids, kind of like applying icing on a cake. Positive and negative plates are made with slightly different chemicals to create the right chemical reaction inside the battery later. Step 5. Drying and curing. After pasting, the plates are placed into big drying chambers. Here, they are dried at controlled temperature and humidity. This helps the paste stick well to the grids. After drying, the plates go through a process called curing, where they are slowly hardened and stabilized. This makes them stronger and ready for the next step. Step 6. Assembling plates into cells. Now the battery starts taking shape. Positive and negative plates are arranged alternately, with separators placed in between. These separators are like thin plastic sheets that prevent the plates from touching each other, while still allowing chemical reactions to happen. This whole set is called a cell group. Several of these cell groups are placed into a strong plastic container to form the battery. Step 7. Acid filling and formation. Now comes one of the most important stages, acid filling. The battery is filled with diluted sulfuric acid, also called electrolyte. This is what helps the battery store and deliver energy. Once filled, the battery goes through a process called formation. This is like giving life to the battery. The battery is charged and discharged a few times under controlled conditions. This process forms the actual chemical structure inside the battery that allows it to work. Step 8. Final assembly and sealing. After formation, the battery is drained, cleaned, and refilled with fresh acid. Then, the lid is sealed onto the battery container using heat or glue, making it leak-proof. Connectors and terminals are added, which allow the battery to be connected to the inverter or any other device. Step 9. Testing and quality control. Before the battery leaves the factory, it is tested thoroughly. Every battery is checked for voltage, capacity, leakages, and backup time. Some are even tested under extreme conditions to ensure they are safe and reliable. Only those batteries that pass all tests are packed and ready for shipment. Step 10. Packaging and dispatch. Finally, the batteries are labeled, packed in strong boxes, and sent to warehouse, showrooms, or directly to customers. From raw lead to a fully working power backup unit, every inverter battery goes through strict quality checks and careful manufacturing steps. Outro. So, the next time your inverter keeps your lights on during a power cut, you'll know the story behind that hard-working battery. It's not just a box of acid and metal. It's the result of smart engineering, careful craftsmanship, and quality control. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such fascinating videos.